All right. Hey, Nick. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so we're going to play a new game, brand new game, Fallout New Vegas. And we're going Legion, for sure. How's it going, Krogan?
It is going. How is it going for yourself?
Fine. You can see my screen and everything? Good?
I can see it pretty good. Yeah, I think we're good to go.
Sweet.
Despite the hiccups with Discord.
Discord. It's a joy. Joy to behold. This is its own sort of dystopia.
Yeah. Yeah, New Vegas is definitely... well, I mean, you got to appreciate the names of the hotels, like Gomorrah.
Yeah.
And the cannibals inside and all of that, so, fairly aware. I mean, and it's kind of interesting how it's like sort of this cesspit in the middle of this cesspit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's all walled off.
Oh, there's the Legionaries.
There's the Legionnaires. Oh, and this scene's great because everybody uses this as a meme for everything. The game was rigged from the start.
Yep.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great.
What's the actor's name here? Paul or Perlman?
Their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new society.
He is a member of the tribe. I do know that. Fallout.
As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest
I always forget this guy's name, and I shouldn't.
Beneath the flag of the new California Republic.
Ron Perlman.
Dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Here we go. The iconic line.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Very powerful intro. I mean, I to be honest, I don't like the aesthetics of the NPCs there, but still, it's still a very powerful intro. And You gotta appreciate how immediately in the intro of the game, the Legion is already painted as the unequivocal bad guys.
Yeah, they don't say much about the Legion compared to the NCR. They just say that it's an army of slaves or something. How's it going, Nume? Clover says they look a little plastic. They do.
You're awake.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
Whoa,
I forget the actor's name,
easy.
but this guy
You've been
doing the
on
voice
cold a
acting
couple of
is
days
Canadian,
now.
and he
Why
was
don't you just relax a second?
Captain Adama's
Get your
second in
bearings.
command in
Let's see what the
Battlestar
damage is.
Galactica.
Tell your name. Can you tell me
Saul,
your
I
name?
think, was the character's name.
All right, we'll be embargo.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name.
What the hell's that
Saul
supposed to
Ty.
mean?
Mitchell, welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything.
Nume asked, do you mean Ron Perlman, Krogan? Yeah, Ron Perlman was the narrator
How'd I do?
for the opening of most Fallout games, but I was talking about the voice actor for the Doc here. The voice actor for that is the same guy who played Saul Ty in Battlestar Galactica, and he is voiced by Michael Hogan, a Canadian.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
I won.
Looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
All right. So here you get 5 extra points to put in all these things: strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. And it's very interesting, this sort of retro thing. It's scientific, accurate, and fun.
Yeah, I generally like how they did this. I like the little descriptions and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, I generally appreciate both the mechanics here and the aesthetics.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. All luck. Look at that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
All right.
With luck like yours, I'm surprised them bullets didn't just turn right around and climb back into the gun. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn a drop.
Schmerlin says, doesn't a
What do
bunch
you
of
say
dialogue
you
change
take
if your
a seat
int is
on
3 or
couch
lower?
and we go through a couple of questions.
Yes, it
See if your
does.
dog
Yeah.
I
is
don't remember
alive.
exactly how it does. I've never played through a low intelligence. I've never done it on a low intelligence playthrough, but it changes both
All
ways.
right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Dog.
Bark. Kick? Newspaper.
House.
Doormat. Shelter?
Night.
Moon? Man, none of the ones I pick are options. Go with campfire.
If I remember,
Enemy.
well, I'll let you continue with this.
Fight. Swiss cheese. There you go.
Light.
Bulb. Flash.
Mother.
Dress. Human shield, obviously.
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
No.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Canyon.
Our ethno state.
Broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
Broken branch.
I see a sword on a bearskin rug. One of your options is, I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I
You
get
don't?
it, but I don't know. Well, I don't really see what they would see there. I mean,
I see it. It looks like one of them. What's that name, girl? She drew pictures of flowers that also looked like vaginas. I forget her name. Georgia O'Keeffe. It's like a Georgia O'Keeffe painting.
yeah, I don't see the vagina.
Oh well. I'll show it when you. I'll tell it to you when you're older.
Last one.
Two people putting their hands together.
Two bears high-fiving.
Oh yeah. It could be a high five.
There's actually a mod that puts that in there as an option.
Oh.
Because like so many people who played the game and spent time on the Nexus mod community website thought that. So somebody finally put it in there as an option.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
So that's all that stuff did, is this sort of stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, it seems like you're going for a somewhat serious playthrough. Yet you chose all luck, and is there any reason why you're going to choose melee weapons and sneak and speech?
I mean, they're good.
They're good.
Yeah,
I always go for guns. Always.
not me. We're gonna
Oh,
beat
come
things
on,
with
bro.
a
You
hammer.
gotta do guns. You gotta do guns.
Why?
I'm gonna be disappointed because they're guns.
No, well, be disappointed.
Before
I'm
turn you loose,
disappointed.
I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense
Forms?
of your medical history.
I've
There's
got
even-
a form for you to
Just
fill out as
for
to
now.
why you didn't pick guns, because you
There's
are
even-
You got
a...
family history,
Goddamn
get a
paperwork
shot
in the
at.
wasteland, dude. Oh, okay, it's this.
Wild Wasteland. You gotta pick Wild Wasteland. You got to. If you're gonna have 10 luck, you have to do Wild Wasteland as well.
I don't know if I have to.
Oh, now you're just gonna be. I'm gonna be a strong, independent gamer now. I'm not gonna
Maybe
do
I am
what
a
you
strong,
tell me.
independent gamer. Have you ever thought of that?
I have. Okay. Please pick Wild Wasteland.
Why?
Because
It's
it
not-
just, I mean,
it's
there's
not
cool
gonna-
stuff that pops up.
But it's not gonna have anything to do with anything with our Legion playthrough.
You'll still see stuff periodically.
No, I mean it's like it's not gonna contribute to what we're trying to do here.
Why am I on this stream?
Because we're gonna do Legion stuff. I don't know if we
I'm gonna
actually
do
won
this
any of
thing.
these
When
other
we do
ones.
Fallout 4, I'm gonna do this same thing to you. I'm
What?
gonna ignore and do the opposite of everything you suggest.
We're not actually to any meaningful component of the game yet.
Quiet you.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
All right.
There's some various junk in here you could grab, but then again, we're probably gonna use console commands for a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you
Ficha
ought to
de
have
platino.
this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at
Sunny
the
Smiles. I
saloon.
forgot about her.
I
That's
reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the
strong,
metal fella
independent
Victor
woman in a
will pull you out of your
post-apocalyptic
grave.
society is gonna teach you
Anyway,
how to fend for
try not to
yourself.
get killed.
Oh, I like hardcore mode.
No, we're not doing that. Armored jumpsuit? Do I have weapons? Great razor.
Yeah, you got the caravan pack. So you get all this cool stuff. Oh, did your game crash?
Jesus.
I can now.
Okay.
You just opened up the door. It says you have good old world blues just popped up. You clicked OK, clicking OK.
Yeah, we're good.
Clicking OK, clicking OK. Okay. All right. All right, we're good to go.
Let's see what Victor
Thank you for
says.
the patience, everybody.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
As a fiddle.
Thanks for digging me out of that grave, Victor.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Right quick. Love it.
Well, thank you. Who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ask him.
Happy trails!
You know, I am really a weirdo. I have played this game through so many times that I should be able to remember everything, and I don't. But I was gonna say I've played this game through in English, French, Spanish. I don't know if I played it through in Italian, but it's funny because some of these lines I remember more in Spanish than I do in English.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
You know about who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Let's see here. What about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Okay. Goodbye.
Take it easy now.
See what else people know in town about the people who attacked me.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Okay. Thank you.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
What ethnicity do you think Easy Pete is?
Cheyenne, stay.
African?
Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
I need to get to Prim.
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into.
Yeah, and
Off
not
the
only
road,
does
you'll probably
she
start
give you
running
the
into hostile
tutorial, but
wildlife.
what's interesting too
My
is,
advice
and
would
I'm
be
just
to
totally
stick to
going to
the
talk
highway when you
over her,
can.
I'm sorry. But, you know, she is basically the town's muscle.
Yeah.
This good-looking
Until
chick,
next time.
and nobody else. And it's just, to me, that's just, it's like, and the powder gangers are nearby. And to me, it's just like this town would just go kaput. I mean, those gangs would come in, and I mean, if it weren't the powder gangers who would come in, it would be somebody else, and yeah, it would not be good for these townsfolk. Or you're not gonna follow her tutorial?
No, she doesn't give me anything good. we're out of here. Did someone?
Wait! Turn to the right. Oh, okay, he's not there.
Someone killed us or tried to kill us. Let me do this real quick. Player set scale 3.
Oh God! Don't do this.
This is a long road. Do you see how much faster I'm moving now?
Yeah, it's just so lame. Do third person at least for a minute.
How do I do that?
Scroll out with your mouse.
That's pretty... I can't get any further out than this.
Yeah. I can't stand this stuff. Go back to normal.
You'll be fine. We just need to move. I mean, we're moving at like 3 times the normal speed. Rads.
Yeah, but I mean, we can look at the environment, and there's just a car there. You're fine.
Geckos.
Yeah, they're gonna follow. Well, maybe not. I think you run faster than them, and they're not gonna be able to keep up. Now, here the NCR soldier is gonna approach you.
Where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What? What's going on?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
Now, what's interesting is they, in the beginning of the game, they really highlight that the Legion is full of slaves, and yet the NCR here has enslaved their prisoners. Not that the powder gangers are a bunch of, moral saints or whatever, but the NCR does use them as slave labor to mine quarries and other things. As far as I recall.
Shouldn't you be protecting the town?
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
Okay, well, thanks for the warning.
Be careful. You may want to talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Whoop.
It's not very far at all. I mean, and then when you do this, you see all the texture load-ins and all that.
That's fine. What the hell's he going?
Yeah, you might screw things up if you do that a whole bunch. I'm just warning you. This game is not friendly to...
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
So I'm not going to answer his question at all. I'm just going to say, what are you doing out here?
We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
Okay. You know who shot me?
I have some free time. Ask away.
Oh.
What's interesting here is that, Rome collapsed because it was overextended, and yet the NCR is kind of on the verge of collapsing in a lot of ways because they're overextending themselves. So there's kind of like this civilizational reversal going on here. You don't want to... Okay, you need to leave... All right. I'm telling you, if you do this enough, you're gonna screw up the game. It's not gonna behave properly.
It'll work. It'll work. We got it.
Because you're technically not supposed to leave that way. You're supposed to have to go through Prim and encounter those people, and then move on from there.
You better get out of here.
Boom! Look at that. Perfect. All right. I don't care about any of this. I think there's some action that I'm gonna have to encounter here. All right.
You could skip over this entirely. You don't have to do this at all. You can just move.
You like that?
Boom. Got you. Maybe a little bit for you. All right. Excellent. Get big, move on. Now, what's
there's
your
a sprint?
What's your opinion on talking to the NCR first before Nipton?
Oh, you want my opinion now? Oh, all right.
Well, this is actually related to what we're doing.
Yeah, I think the dialogue up there is interesting. I mean...
All right. So is anyone saying anything in the chat? Because again, I can't read it.
Shimmerling says, just increase the game speed. I'm sure that won't cause any problems. Again, I remember this game being very, very finicky about stuff like that. It's not meant to load in any of that stuff that quickly. And when you
must be crazy to brave those.
When you do that, you increase the chances exponentially of it crashing.
Hey there.
All right, so no one's saying anything
else? He says
else?
that was sarcasm, by the way. None of these people are worth talking to. The woman on the roof, turn left. Yeah, go up here. She's worth talking to. She gives you a mission to check on Nipton.
Heard your footsteps coming up the ramp.
Ghost.
Didn't sound like a trooper or one of the
Ranger
merchants.
Ghost.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are good. You a courier? If so,
what the?
This might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit, and your eyes are
good.
Okay.
Are you sure you installed those bug fix mods?
Yes.
All
right. Depends on the work.
I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. While I can explain that away, smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton Town Hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
Why don't you check it out?
There, I'll check it
Got
out.
my
Yeah,
post.
that's a good point.
Don't think I wouldn't go too. If trouble's hit Nipton, town's got enough camping spots to rack up some easy kills. Not about to have Jackson bust my ass again, though. Even if I came back with Caesar's head, rather be sitting here than in a cell.
Well, if I pass through, maybe I'll look.
Better than nothing, but close to it. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. All right?
I'm going now. Because she's got nothing to say about me and
Mind yourself on the plank going down.
the people who killed me. Because that's my motivation, isn't it? Somebody
Mind
killed
yourself
me.
on the plank. There's some stuff inside, I believe. That outpost there.
I don't think I need anything, really.
You don't need anything, but there are okay.
Now, this is a scary... Let's do scale 2. If you go too fast down this hill, you actually just die.
Yeah, the player scale wouldn't affect the distance collision.
Uh-oh.
So it's like, yeah. Yeah, but I can't comment on that. But I mean, just okay. All right, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. I mean, it's gonna keep crashing.
All right. So that's the town, I believe. She wants us to check out. Whoa. Straight behind me.
I mean, what you could have done to bypass this is install that.
Jeez.
Okay. Well, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kill these guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah. You're about to die.
No, I'm not about to die.
You can just console command and TDN? M, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, a little bit from you. And you... Where the hell's the other person? Did I hear bullets? Oh, there he is.
Come on! He flew off when you... Alright, hold on. I am not watching because you crashed.
Yeah, you can do the thing whenever. I think you're right, Schmerling. I do have chat back open now. And
Okay, you're close enough. You're gonna trigger dialogue here.
Yep. There he is. Got the Legion signs. It's going the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna encounter.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did. Smell that air. Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
Are you feeling all right?
Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah.
What sort of lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery. That's what lottery. Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my God! Smell that air.
Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery!
I need to get going.
Bye.
Okay, now... Alright. Go into the building on the left. There's definitely good dialogue in here.
Yep.
Boxcar, one of the gangers, is in there, and the Legion busted him up pretty good because he won second place in the Legion lottery.
Milk bottle? Oh.
God damn it! I was nodding off until you barged in here, and I don't hurt when I sleep. Just give me some goddamn Med-X and fuck off, will you?
Look at the potty mouth on you.
Yeah. What happened here?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like?
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live, but they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
I don't have any medics.
Bullshit. You're holding. You just want it all for yourself.
I mean, listen to this guy's voice. I mean, and then think about like his accusations there. It's like they didn't intend it, but man, does that sound like some BML activist.
How did you survive?
Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery.
Fallout
that
New
asshole
Congo.
Swanwick took first place, so him they let walk.
Oh, I killed him.
It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were gonna ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves, a nice score.
Scumbag mayor, and you're not a scumbag yourself?
So what happened?
Right. We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center of town. And that asshole with the dog on his head, he starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us,
yeah?
But some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket.
And then what happened?
What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place runners-up got enslaved. I got the fuck beat out of my legs, and the winner, they let go free.
So what happened to the mayor?
Him? When his ticket came up, they burned him alive on a pile of tires.
Okay,
Jesus.
So some people were enslaved?
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
Oh, it's not my problem.
That's how I figure it. Got problems of my own to handle.
And then you can say it.
I'm just gonna say see you later.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Now I'm gonna.
Bye.
I'm gonna. Whoa! I got things.
Now you're gonna level up. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna level up and you're gonna like it.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you play through as a female, it's always good to get the not the opposite of lady killer. I forget
Confirmed
what it's
bachelor?
called. Because yeah, is that what? Oh no. Well, is confirmed bachelor that?
I mean, this is where
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
special dialogue
Yeah.
with the men. I'll do that.
Oh god, that's homosexual.
Whoops. But well, from what I remember, it wasn't all explicitly homosexual. All right. See you later, Boxcar.
Oh, look, he could walk! What a liar! What a liar!
Not
Oh,
anymore. Whoop.
Oh, people are gonna watch this and think I am maniacal.
Crucifixions?
Yeah, you can end them. You can
So we got a powder ganger, another powder ganger,
no one.
another powder ganger, and another. So they're all powder gangers here.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here. Especially
Correct pronunciation.
any NCR troops you run across.
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depth of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
So what happened?
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
So you captured everyone?
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed.
So, you know, it's interesting. You can say you slaughtered innocent civilians, but this is a sort of a town in the wasteland. We don't know if this town was actually a town. Like, it could be, so far from what we've learned, that the mayor was really just, like, the chief mobster. I mean, this was a town...
Yeah, and that's what it sounds like after talking to the other guy inside the building there, Boxcar. I mean, it sounds like this was a town full of degenerates who would betray people coming... I mean, the fact that the mayor sold NCR troops out tells you quite a lot. Now, maybe the rest of the people in the town weren't like the mayor, but, I mean, how many people were in this town? And, you know, I mean, it's probably a fairly small town, so everybody knew each other to a fairly good extent. I mean, so far, I mean, it's not painting a very good picture. These probably weren't real good people. I mean, especially and then you also have to consider that the NCR troops came there to get a bunch of prostitutes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
what
it's certainly,
kind of town is this?
It's certainly possible that there was no innocent civilians here.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say, it sounds like they got what was coming.
Yes, they did. As will all the rest of them, in due time. Now go, and teach them what you've learned here. There will be more lessons in the days ahead.
Schmerling says based furry for Vulpes.
God.
And I mean, like, anyone we see hanging here is actually like a bad person. Powder gangers, convicts. We didn't see it back in Goodsprings, but basically the powder gangers are also threatening Goodsprings, and I don't know, they want a tribute or something.
Well, the game also immediately highlights the NCR in a somewhat positive light, I would argue, and these guys kidnapped NCR troops, and yet you're supposed to kind of be horrified at what befell them here. I mean, not that I Oh, you could have gone inside it. Well, it doesn't matter. There's no real dialogue option inside there.
Something else you wanted?
Oh, this is yeah.
Legion attacked Nipton. Burned, killed everyone.
What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Yeah, you nihilist. I mean, what kind of attitude is that? Might as well give up. They're already here. We lost.
He might, you know, such is the nature of a large army. I mean, he might not want to be here at all. He could have been conscripted.
Again, I think the NCR is overextended at this point.
Hello, Ghost.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet?
Nipton was attacked by the Legion. Or I could say, I mean, this is the same thing more or less.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... All right.
More hints
Thanks for
that the
checking
people
on
in
that.
Nipton weren't very
should
good.
Set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
I like how her hair is clipping through her hat here.
Yeah. That should be fixed by the mod I told you to install.
Well, thanks for
Really? They
hoofing it
moved the
there and
hats?
back, even if it was bad news.
There's a whole bunch of
Wish we could
bug
spare the
fixes.
troops to
I mean,
go
you don't have to
hunting,
move the hat,
but
really. You can just expand the
orders are to
mesh a
stay
little
put.
bit.
Fucking Mojave's gone to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Oh, well. You have fun with that. All right. So, back in Nipton. So, our first taste of the Legion, we've heard the word degeneracy, right? Sort of a, you know, I think like some of our guys, so to speak, who like the Legion and like New Vegas, you know, that's a term we will use and we will put some stock in, but other people won't necessarily, right? Your average person doesn't normally think of like societal degeneracy as being like a problem.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that what the developer... There's an ambush up here. I mean, I assume you've already played through this recently. But
well, I went flying over the mountain there with scale 5 or something. So I didn't go through this canyon.
Yeah. There's landmines straight ahead.
I don't suppose there's any real avoiding them, is it?
You're not going to hit any here.
I got TGM on anyway. Alright, Viper Gunslinger. She's punching me?
No, but I was going to say that they really tried to... The developers and the writers here, by painting the Legion as so horrific, they really associate all the concepts, all their legitimate concepts, with their grotesque, violent nature. So it's just like they're muddying their anybody who uses the word degeneracy now, it's like you're going to associate it with like crucifixions and burning people in a pile of tires. So like all these otherwise legitimate concepts and gripes that the Legions have with the rest of society, that our guys might have with the rest of society at this point, have now been smeared by this like caricature of the Legion.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what a lot of our enemies have done over the past several decades. It's like a lot of the things that we're concerned about, that we have legitimate concerns about, are associated with all these other things that don't necessarily go hand in hand. So it's like, if you're concerned about degeneracy, you must also be a violent psychopath. You must also want to genocide an entire group of people. No.
Like, you have to be pro-slavery to be anti-degeneracy, for example.
Right. Right. If you don't support, you know, prostitution and, you know, Las Vegas and gambling and all that type of stuff, then you must want to enslave people and not let them do whatever it is that they want to do. I mean, it's not a coincidence that the NCR is like this, basically holdover from the neoliberal old world. like this pro-capitalist, anything goes type society. There's another Legion ambush here. The guys are all hiding behind the... They might have already attacked him. Yeah, there's bugs with the sound effects. Usually they're right here behind this billboard, and usually this billboard is on the other side of the road, so I don't know what happened here. I don't know. Some kind of bug. They're supposed to come out from behind the billboard and attack the caravan. Like I said, I've played this game.
Well, I ran way ahead of the caravan. Also, I think there's another billboard up here somewhere.
So much further down, yeah.
Yeah, Nume says a lot of things got cut from the game. Let's see here. Schmerling says calling Wasteland bandits degenerate seems like a misnomer. Like, what did they what did they degenerate from? Well, I mean, a functional society? King of the Moon says, yeah, too bad it's still so good without them, but could be even better if they had a little bit more time to flesh things out. Talking about cut content from the game.
Yeah, they did make this game in, like... I used to know this. I want to say it was less than 12 months.
Really?
Yeah. Let me look that up. $18 months. 18 months. The game had a somewhat short development cycle of 18 months. New Vegas is similar to Fallout 3. And that's because, Fallout 3 had built a ton of the assets. Like, they didn't, a lot of the things were already in place. So,
yeah.
It's...
Well, and there's...
Yeah, I mean...
From Fallout 3 to New Vegas, is there, like, any meaningful change in combat and even inventory management and anything?
Inventory management, no, but I mean, they do have the damage threshold. I mean, none of these things, I think... Well, there are engine changes. Like, this engine is generally more stable. They did make improvements. Now, I don't know if Obsidian was behind those engine improvements or not. Damage threshold, I think, is an engine-level implementation that simply wasn't present in Fallout 3. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new assets. Like, these buildings here aren't part of Fallout 3's assets, but it's like these trailers, I believe, are part of Fallout 3's assets. A lot of the weapons are, not all of them though. They made a ton of weapons. Like, this game has way more weapons than Fallout 3, and yeah, Fallout 3. I mean, really, when you compare the amount of weapons and costumes and whatnot, it's pretty bare compared to New Vegas. If you go in, if this little outpost here, I don't know if you want to go back there, but if you go back there and you go inside, you can talk. Well, no, you can't talk to anybody now because you killed the NCR guys. But normally, if you go there and then you basically find out later on that the Legion comes in and they kill everybody and they insinuate that they rape the women and take them off somewhere or whatever. But I don't think in this playthrough we're going to encounter any of that because of the path we're going to take.
Yeah. So, Schmerling says, functional society went the way of the dodo when the bombs dropped. But I guess that's nitpicking. Well, I mean, it's like, people have been creating sort of functional, at least small versions of society for a while now. I mean, how long has it been since the bomb dropped? In this
200
timeline.
years.
Yeah, I mean, like, to survive 200 years, you can't be completely degenerate. Nume says, it's not all bandits. Original Fallouts had normal settlements, like Junktown and Shady Sands. So people definitely had a choice to degenerate or to get their stuff together. Okay.
I get Schmerling says, I guess you can still rape and pillage and have your stuff together. Well, yeah, groups did do that. Historically, the Vikings did that to a certain extent.
Well, I mean, you got to keep in mind, though, it's like, you can't build this, like, the Viking society, while they had fierce warriors and whatnot. I mean, the Nordic society that produced the Vikings. If you were a part of that society, you were a farmer. Don't get me wrong. You might have a cousin who was a warrior, but you were farming, because everyone was farming.
Well, a lot of everybody was farming, but a lot of guys would be farmers during the year, and then while they were waiting for their crops to get to harvest, they would go out and raid. And then they would come back at the end of harvest, or when they needed to harvest. So, I mean, a lot of dual-purpose type things going on.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
I'm looking for who killed me. I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat. Go ahead.
I was going to say that this woman, it's interesting how they paint Jeannie Mae Crawford as being like she's kind of like, superficially, she's this very nice, pleasant, small town woman. And what you find out later on is that she conspired with the Legion and sold off one of her fellow townspeople into slavery. And yeah, so it's kind of like here they're kind of in a way attacking like that small town old woman image. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's quote unquote subversive, but I mean, it is interesting that they decided to do that.
Well, I mean, it's when it's as consistent as many games do it becomes subversive, I think.
Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seem to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
Okay. Goodbye.
Watch out for strangers.
Let's ask the dinosaurs people. Where...
Dinosaur people.
Yeah. We need to find out where these guys were going. Because they killed me.
Yeah, real quick, there is also... that guy's dialogue's kind of funny.
Do you want to buy the dinosaurs? Are you sure you don't want to buy the... Everybody wants to buy the dinosaurs.
What's going on, man?
I'm looking for a man in a checkered coat.
Sure I know him. What do you want with him?
He's a good friend of mine. I'm trying to help him out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? A good friend? If you say so, man. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need, too.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, no. No, you're not.
Yeah, but this is fairly faster.
No, you're not doing it. No. No. Besides, going and doing that side mission there, I mean, I think that's worthwhile, to be honest. Going and doing, seeing the ghouls do their thing and fly off into space. I mean, I forget what it's called, but it has some interesting commentary about religion and whatnot. Like, they're all crazy, and I think we should go do that anyway.
You think this is a good thing to do?
I think that there might be some interesting commentary to be had, because they paint these ghouls as ultra religious and crazy, and yeah.
Okay.
Novac, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now.
Okay, why don't you deal with it?
I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
What do you need done?
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
I'll see what I can do.
It'd mean a lot to me.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, see ya.
You can also just go down into his here. You can go leave this area, leave this cell, and turn left. Go to the hotel rooms, the motel room, straight ahead. Not the door, that door. I believe it's that door. It's the one to the left.
Like this? Manny Vargas'
There you go.
room?
Go in there. Yeah, you can go to his terminal and you can progress that way. Yeah. So now you don't even need to talk to him. So if you don't want to do that other mission, you don't got to. You can just.
I mean, if you think the mission's worth doing.
Potentially, but I mean, I was just, yeah. Really, I just didn't want you to be homosexual.
All right.
Okay, if you go into those buildings here, you can get there's there's a NCR Ranger veteran in there who got disabled, and he'll give you some kind of
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
So you're with the NCR, huh?
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio.
Oh, I killed those guys.
Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects.
Well, you killed one.
They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried.
They haven't been responding because the Legion wiped them out. And if you go there now,
some damn mother hen.
You will see that they've been wiped out. And yeah, the women are there's a female body in the one room inside there that has all of her clothes torn off, and it's pretty suggestive. Yeah, and they are enslaved, and you can go after them. He gives you some kind of combat ability here.
Station full of rangers ought to be able to handle themselves.
Yeah, who am I kidding? It's funny. You get stuck in your room for a few weeks, and you start to worry the world's gonna fall apart without you. Those guys are fine. They don't need me looking over their shoulders.
Tell me about the rangers?
They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring in the Rangers. And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black armor,
Kale Hamid
well,
makes an interesting question here that I think we need to think about a whole lot. He says, is Caesar's Legion whiter than any other factions, or than other factions? And I generally think they are. So let's make a note of that. Let's, as we progress through the game, make a mental note of how many non-white legionaries we see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there are that many, to be honest.
Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnout house a few clicks from where we were stationed.
Oh, this is all dumb, dude. I mean, it's just some little kid with a grenade that pops out. You can skip all this. And just, leave, and he'll ask you to go. Yeah. So you can go check on the station. You can confirm that they're all dead, and you come back here and just talk to him, and he'll give you like this ability to knock down your opponents if you time a heavy attack. And no, I think you have to start to move backward and hit hold for a heavy attack, and you'll do like this twirl thing and knock down the enemies. You don't have to do that, but if you want that ability, because you have a melee character.
No, I don't think I need that ability.
Okay.
So, where are the ghouls?
Go out here, turn right, and go straight. Follow this road. There's also the little. I'm just thinking about all these little side quests that are around here, but I guess none of them are really worth doing. You probably have the quest highlighted, so you have your quest marker.
Oh, this thing? Lower left?
Lower left, yeah. Although it should be switching. Oh, yeah, okay. You have to follow this road, because the quest marker is not going to change dynamically according to where you are. It's just going to give you a flat direction, and you have to follow this road through the canyon to the center, the facility.
Hold up, Rocketeers. Looking for a tour? Schmerling says, are you going to play the DLC with the Christian mummy? Ultimately, I wasn't planning on doing anything DLC, really. Mostly just focusing on the Legion, and as it was presented in the original game.
Normally you get attacked by a whole bunch of ghouls here. I wonder why they aren't there. Like, every time I get attacked by ghouls there, it's, like, coded. It's really weird. Something strange is going on with your game embargo.
Yeah.
All right.
Marlene, thank you for the diamond. Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. Get out of here.
I do like the way the ghouls look in this game, and I definitely prefer them in their look over subsequent versions of ghouls. I don't know if you might want... there's some decent weapons on some of these. No, it doesn't matter. I don't know if you have any thoughts on the racial dynamics of the ghoul versus non-ghoul and the quote-unquote racism toward the ghouls, the non-feral ghouls, but I always felt like that was an interesting dynamic. You have to go into the building. Ignore the quest marker.
Yeah, I don't really do anything with the ghouls, so I don't really know.
Go to the big room on the east side of this
now
building
this
and
guy's
take the metal
funny.
Staircase all the way up, and hurry.
And he's funny because he's not really a ghoul. He is a perfectly normal, healthy human being who showed up one day and acted like he was a ghoul, and all the ghouls just kind of took him in and let him be a part of their group. And it's just kind of funny. I think you might have some interesting commentary on this if we play through this, which it shouldn't really take too long if you're using console commands and whatnot. So let's muscle our way through this.
Doesn't matter, smooth skin. Stop wasting time and get up here.
Where are you located?
Like I said, find the metal staircase in the big room on the east side of the building. It's where they used to make rockets.
Okay.
Get moving.
Just go straight back. Go either to the right or the left. It doesn't matter. This is a dead-end bathroom. That's also dead end.
So I have to go in here?
No. Turn either right or left here. Go right or left here.
Oh my god. These doors.
Yeah. And just, try to work your way. You can go upstairs, or it doesn't really matter. Just try to work your way back. Yeah. Head in this direction. Turn right. And turn left here. Yeah, you're going the right way. You can go up here. No, go back down. I'm sorry. Go through this door. Go you straight. There you go. Up the stairs in the back. Go. Well, you can kill all the ghouls. Yeah, you want to go up those steps. If you ever get really bored and you don't want to kill any of them, and you can type in the command kill all enemies or whatever.
All right. It's not too bad so far.
Yeah, but that will kill all of the allies in the area as well. Will kill all NPCs. And you.
Is this where I'm going?
Oh wait, here. Click on the intercom.
All right, Smoothskin. I'm letting you in. You better watch yourself. I'll sure as hell be watching you.
God, but are you ugly. Get upstairs and talk to Jason before I throw up just from looking at you.
You're not a ghoul.
Your pranks won't work on me, Smoothskin. They won't work on Jason either.
You look pretty smooth to me.
Stop wasting my time, Smoothskin. Go waste Jason's.
Yeah, and I just have to wonder if they put that in there, why would they... I mean, just to be funny? Or is there something else going on? Like, are they kind of signaling in some weird way about, like, racial identities and all of that, and, like, in-group, out-group dynamics and how they're all silly? I mean, I don't know. I kind of lean toward it just being a joke.
It seems like a joke thing.
Yeah.
Hello, Wanderer. Please forgive us our humble surroundings. Our true home awaits us in the far beyond. Have you come to help us complete the great journey?
What's the deal with the human?
You're referring to Chris. I doubt you had much luck if you tried telling him that he's human. We had the same discussions when he first appeared, and the same lack of success. He believes he is one of us, Soon enough, we realized that Chris was a gift from the Creator. He is integral to the success of the Great Journey.
Now, what's interesting is that in these games, in Fallout 3 and in New Vegas, like there's this very clear-cut dynamic of there are the ghouls and then there are the non-ghouls, and in Fallout 4, it really seems like they really push the ghouls are humans too whole narrative or sentiment. So, I mean, as the series progresses, I feel like they push that more and more and more. And Fallout 4 in particular, it's just very, very hokey.
What's the journey?
We wish to escape the barbarity of the wasteland, especially the violence and bigotry of its human inhabitants. The Creator has promised to my flock a new land, a place of safety and healing, a paradise in the far beyond. Preparations for the Great Journey were nearly complete when the demons appeared.
Tell me about these demons.
The demons appeared from nowhere, except it might be more accurate to say they never actually appeared at all. The demons are invisible. Where one of them stands, the most one sees is the air shimmering like sunlight on water. They set upon us as we were on our way to worship one morning. We had just entered the basement. My flock fought bravely and killed a few, but at such cost. Nearly half of us died or went missing. The rest of us retreated up here. One of the demons raved at us, but they have not tried to attack us since. Still, their demonic presence brought all progress towards the Great Journey to a standstill. But now you have come. Once again, the Creator has sent a human to help us across a seemingly insurmountable obstacle.
You say the demon raved at you?
Yes, over the intercom. Threats of death should we step outside. Guarantees of safety should we stay locked away. It went on for hours, and did not always make sense. But that was the first day only. Since then, silence. Will you drive away the demons, Wanderer?
I suppose.
Praise the Creator. Bless you, Wanderer. Bless us all. As soon as the underground has been rid of demons,
Yeah, I guess the angle here really, because you find out that the demons are really just the Nightkin, and they love stealth boys, and that's why they're here, because they thought that there was a.
Let me know when the underground has been rid of the demon.
That's weird. The dialogue keeps going, but yeah, they think that there's a stockpile of stealth boys here. Stealth boys make you invisible for people who aren't familiar with the lore. But I guess the angle here is that, like, you know, all this religiosity, like, all the parties here are just crazy and stupid, and you're the only one that sees the reality of everything. I probably could couch that a little better. But I definitely think there's, like, this, yeah, you have to go downstairs here to the left. And you still have God mode enabled?
Yeah.
Alright, you're just, yeah, yep. That way. You can turn left. Yeah, straight. Straight. And there's an interesting conversation with this ghoul here.
Cool.
Lock easy. Yeah, there's a ghoul trapped inside of this room. I don't remember. You should have a key. You could console command and just open the door.
How do you do that?
Click on the door after you hit the console command, or hit tilde. Click on the door. Okay, door, and then type in unlock and enter. There you go.
Come and get it, you big dumb. Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you?
Jason sent me down here.
And I bet he told you it's the Creator's will for you to risk your ass instead of him, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that. I'd give you a hand, but no thanks. I may look like a corpse, but I'm partial to living.
You don't look like the other ghouls.
Guess the outfit gives that away, huh?
This is funny.
I never did buy into that religious mumbo-jumbo with the robes and all that shit. It gets lonely out in the wastes, okay? And I don't have to tell you, that Bright's group has got some fine-looking ghoulettes in it.
Wow.
Or maybe I would have to tell you. Anyway, I helped them out, and they kept me supplied with ammo and pleasant company.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is all kind of weird in a way, because it's like if you the lore suggests that a lot of these people weren't born ghouls. Like, a lot of them are actually people who were alive when the bombs fell. I mean, I don't know what this guy's particular case is, but like there are these weird like racial ethnic dynamics with the ghouls and the non-ghouls. And it seems like more often than not, like most ghouls were human once and then they turned into a ghoul. So it's just kind of weird that the series inserts this weird us versus them dynamic. Yeah. Anyway.
First off, I'm not trapped. This was a tactical choice, all right? I'm no match for those things out there. So I found a good defensive position, and I've been defending it, right? Oh, who am I fooling? I'm trapped. Name's Harland. Pleased to meet you. What happened was, I was escorting folks down to work when those things attacked us. Most of the fight was upstairs, but some folks panicked and made for the basement, and I went after them. Well, turns out there were even more of those bastards down here than upstairs. And things went to shit fast. I couldn't find the others. So I fell back to this room, set up a nice little kill zone. End of story.
Looks like I have to kill you.
Do I have to do that?
No, but I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's amusing, but I don't think you have to do that. You can do whatever you want. I'm impartial here.
Can I just leave him?
Well, okay. The mission here, there's a couple different options if I remember correctly. You can't go in there and get access to the terminals to find out where the Stealth Boy shipments have gone. And the only way you can non-violently solve the demon problem is if you tell the Nightkin where they can find the Stealth Boys. And you have to tell them that, yeah, the Stealth Boys aren't here anymore. The shipment, there was some kind of mix-up in the pre-war era, and the Stealth Boys got shipped somewhere else. And if you can't tell the Nightkin that, basically you have to kill them to complete this mission. So it's really up to you.
So I should
you
kill
could
this
kill
guy.
him if you want to just get through this quickly, yeah. Because he wants you to go look for this ghoulette who got lost in the commotion when the demons came in. And that, I mean, it doesn't take that long, but you got to wander around the dungeon a little bit and all that. I mean, so...
Well, let's kill him.
It's just... Yeah,
We'll
whatever
get through
you
this
wanna
part
do.
so we can get to the bright stuff.
Then
Okay.
you're dumber than you look, Smooth Skin.
Alright. Can I get up to him, or do I have to shoot him?
Yeah, there are traps, but since you got God mode on, I don't think it's going to matter.
So I can get up to him.
Yeah, turn around. Turn left. Go around the corner there on the right. Through the door. There you go.
I assume I have God mode on. My health is going down. Does your health go down?
It shouldn't.
Well, let's do...
Type in. You might have you crashed a couple times though, so you might not have. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to access it in combat. Turn around. Go that way.
Gee.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
But you do want to go back to that terminal you were just at.
Does he have anything I need?
There you go. You got his key. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
So it's back here? This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Shipment
Shipment
mistake.
All right.
Stealth Boys.
All right.
Misbehavior.
Yeah, just click on all the entries in here just to be safe.
Sexual harassment and workplace behavior policies. Unauthorized use of military hardware against fellow employees is grounds for immediate termination. Oh.
Yeah, like there's this weird sentiment through all these archives in these games that it's just like, society was shit before and it blew up, but you know what? Everybody was just nasty and vile, and in some ways it's kind of good that everything blew up. It's weird. I mean, this whole series is very nihilistic, and that's why it's kind of strange that Fallout 4 took such like a hokey, we're gonna save the world approach. But and then again, maybe it's okay. Yeah, turn left, go down here, straight into here. Now this guy has some strange dialogue.
Antler, we have a visitor, an
He talks
assassin
to
more
the
like.
skull.
I say kill it, Antler, for safe's sake. Hmm? Okay, Antler, I'll ask. Hi, human. Why you come here?
I came behalf on the ghouls upstairs.
A human who is friend to ghouls? Suspicious. You mean the ones upstairs? Antler used intercom, told them stay put, but they want to come down in basement anyways. I cannot allow. My kin are not right in head like I am. They attack you on sight. Ghouls too. They crazy. Your ghoul friends have to wait until you find what Antler brought us to get.
So Antler was the one yelling at them on the intercom? Oh, that's interesting.
No, no.
But that's what he said, though.
Right, but it's not possible.
Maybe I can help.
Good. Antler brought us here for a reason. Why was that, Antler? Right. A piece of paper. Shipment invoice. Hundreds of stealth boys sent here a long time ago. But stealth boys must be in the one room. One we don't search yet. The one we can't search.
Oh, I've got some bad news for you about that.
What you saying, human?
There's no stockpile of stealth boys here.
Liar! The invoice said stealth boys here. Antler read it out loud to me.
The stealth boys were sent here by mistake and then sent back.
But invoice note said stealth boys were here.
Big Daddy Matt says you mean even the OG isometric Fallouts were nihilistic.
Stealing the stealth boys for itself. Oh, Antler, you trust so easy.
Yeah, but I feel like
Antler, believe you.
I just feel like all the original Fallout games came from a different perspective. I feel like Fallout 3 was like very wait, report to choose. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're doing everything you need to do. Yeah, I just feel like the original Fallout, like, okay, Fallout 3 came at the whole, like, 1950s Americana was shit. Like, that was really the perspective. And, you know, they kind of made fun of all the... that wholesome nuclear family image. They really made fun of that, I felt like. Like, there's that whole scene in Annandale, you know, where it turns out that the wholesome nuclear white family turns out to be a bunch of cannibals.
Hello.
And I don't feel like the original Fallouts had that hang-up. I mean, they were comedic, and they had some nihilism and whatnot, but yeah, I definitely think there's a character distinction between the old Fallouts and Fallout 3. Yeah, grim and dark is different from what I'm talking about, though. And that's true. Fallout 2, I think, did get a little bit more comedic than the first game. So, I mean, maybe there's a bit of a natural progression going on, but I still would adhere to the idea that when Bethesda bought the rights and started developing Fallout 3, that it really took a big turn down. I don't know. What do you guys in the comments think? I'd be curious as to your all thoughts on this.
The demons are gone.
Praise the Creator, and bless you, Wanderer. The way is clear. I will lead my flock through the basement to the sacred site. I hope you will come find us there, Wanderer. There is much to be done.
Big Daddy Matt says, so the Bethesda ones are the subversive ones. Makes sense. And I don't know if I would use the word subversive in this case. I mean, yeah, everybody can look up Todd Howard's early life history and realize that. And the CEO of Bethesda Softworks, or no, ZeniMax, is also a member of the tribe. And I don't think that is a coincidence per se, but I don't know if Todd Howard, and company set out to, quote unquote, make a subversive series. I think, if anything, the people who made Fallout 3 going forward just kind of had particular cultural sensitivities and perspectives that kind of bled through in the development. I really doubt that he or anybody else sat down and said, we're going to do this because of this.
Which way do I go now?
Turn around. Go back. Turn right. Right. Go straight. Go all the way to the back, open the door. And jump down the steps, turn around, go straight. Turn right. There you go.
Double door.
It is crazy that I have all of this memorized. Turn left. Yeah, straight. Yeah. No. Left. Straight. All I can, New Mesa's all I can say that Bethesda messed things up and completely ignored the establishment. They did ignore a lot of the lore. And you can talk to Jason here. You should be able to talk to
I waited to speak with
non-smooth skin again.
Before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey. Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components. If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris.
That's right, you have to go get 2 parts. This doesn't take that long, though.
Thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
This is overall longer than I anticipated, and I apologize, but it's not that bad.
Yes. The rockets will convey us to our promised land in the far beyond. Vision upon vision has confirmed it.
Hey, these rockets will convey you and your flock straight into the ground.
I understand your concerns, friend, and I thank you for voicing them. But the Creator's will for us has been made manifest.
Oh, okay.
After all that you have done for us, I suppose you deserve to know everything. When Chris came to us, we tried to convince him that he was human. But this only angered him. He seemed lost. We decided to let him stay with us for a few days, over the course of which we learned that his technical skills far surpassed our own. It became clear that the Creator had sent him to us to ensure the success of the great journey. Equally clear was that Chris should labor in blessed ignorance of his humanity and his inability to make the journey himself. It is no coincidence that 2 humans have been vital to the success of the great journey. It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. You're redeemers both.
That's very interesting, and I don't know what angle to take with that, but, you know, there are definitely layers to that. Like, why would anybody put that in there? And it might not be, you know, the angle that we might expect. I mean, because in some ways, it's like, you know, I'm kind of inclined to think that they're sort of making fun of the idea of, I mean, they're making fun of this group's religiosity and the idea that, oh, yes, everybody else is just pawns in your little religious scheme, you know, and, like, everybody else is being sent here to serve you. And, like, in a roundabout way, they kind of are making fun of, like, they're not, I doubt that the writers were thinking of white guilt, but one could sit here and look at this and take the perspective that they're making fun of the concept of white guilt. Like, if the ghouls are supposed to be non-whites and the humans are supposed to be whites in this scenario, you know, like the paradigm kind of does line up that way. So, but I don't know. I mean, I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on it, or anybody else's thoughts in the comments. I think that's some very interesting dialogue there.
I mean, it's definitely group conflict. You know, he's saying, hey, your group has harmed mine, and now this is your group's, you know, ability to repent for how they've harmed us through our plan here to free us. It's
but yet they're
that they're leaving
making fun
Chris
of that in a way.
I don't think they are.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm wondering. It's like my inclination is to think that, like, overall, they are making fun of this, because this group is stupid. It's like they're going to get in these rockets and get themselves killed. So in a way, they are making fun of this group. They are making fun of this group's religion and promised land and all that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, maybe they aren't. Maybe, you know, like they are pushing this whole ghouls are minorities and you all did bad things to ghouls and therefore you got to repent, and humans working to serve ghoul interests is, you know, an act of repentance. So I mean, I don't know. There are weird layers here. Like, and I guess in the end, if I had to definitively say anything, I would say that it's just nihilistic overall, and it's just kind of like their perspective is everybody's full of shit. Everybody is. Like, this is like, I think the guys who wrote this game weren't really partisans. They were just kind of like individualists. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's equally as dumb, and like that's kind of their stance.
Such is the Creator's will. Vision upon vision has shown me that were Chris to accompany us, he would die in minutes. The radiation around the launch pad alone would kill Chris in minutes. The radioactivity of the far beyond is much stronger.
Oh, you pulled the wool over his eyes.
I take no pleasure in hiding the truth from Chris, but it is the Creator's will to which I must submit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, again, with a line like
There
that,
is no
I don't
way
think
that
that
we
they're
can thank
painting
you
these
enough,
people
Wanderer.
in a real positive
Your
light.
arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
I do think that there's a... Well, I'll be quiet while you do this.
Jason says that I am to cooperate with you on the final task.
So, you're gonna use those rockets, huh?
Obviously. It's taken months, but I've nearly got them in working order. Soon they'll take us to the far beyond. I was skeptical at first, of course, being a man of science. But Jason is certain, and I believe in Jason.
Okay, what do you need?
I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent.
You can skip this if you want.
set of thrust-
There's nothing really interesting here. It's just a fetch quest here. So you can just say that you'll go get them. Like, just pick one and just go.
Okay.
Yeah, none of that dialogue's interesting. And I mean, they basically turn left, go up the ladder. Yeah, I mean, that's really the you can finish this if you want. Okay, open up your Pip-Boy. If you do, I don't know if you want to finish this or if you want to try to move on. But that was basically most of what I thought was interesting about that quest. It doesn't take that much longer, but I'll leave it up to you. But if you do want to finish it, go to data on your Pip-Boy and go to your map.
Oh, it's over in Goodsprings?
No, change your quest. It's not over in Goodsprings.
Oh,
you don't have the right. Come fly with me, yeah. And go back to the map.
Oh, so we're on the other side of Novac.
Yeah. So just go back to Novac.
All right.
Yeah, straight. So
Well,
you'll have to get this.
It was interesting when we first spoke to Jason. You know, he's saying like, "Oh, he singled out bigotry as being a big problem of the wasteland," and it's like, it's one of those words where all of a sudden its meaning refers to, in the modern day, it refers to everything from like, I don't know, enslaving the neighbor tribe to like microaggressions and manspreading, and you know, got a dude with his legs in a comfortable position on the subway. So it's a very weird thing to encounter a situation like this where
just hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, go back down into the. Yeah, you're fine to do this. Turn around. Walk around those rocks. There's an outcrop there.
Left or right?
Straight. Should point you to straight or right. Down into the. There you go. Manhole.
It's a very weird situation where we're having trouble with people forming even the very basics of a coherent society where they're not killing each other constantly. But the real problem, guys, is prejudice, right? The prejudice is why the Mojave sucks. It's not because they're starving. It's not because some people want to kill others. It's like, well, we're not nice to other people,
Ghouls.
you know? Yeah.
Hey there. Have you found the components we just...
Yes.
Yes, that's the stuff.
Okay, you can skip this. None of this is... Alright, you can get out of this. And go back the way you just came in.
Is it up the ladder?
Yeah. And open up your Pip-Boy, go back to Novac, and then just turn north and go as fast as you can to this little shanty junkyard. Yes, that way. I think you run faster, or you move a little faster with your weapon not equipped.
Morning.
Smerling says it might be him, but I feel like there's a distinct lack of empathy showed towards ordinary people in modern RPGs. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, you know, ordinary is boring in the modern day. So
she should be out front here, or she might be inside, but you have to talk to a woman. There you go.
Old Lady Gibson?
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1.
Okay. I need thrust control modules.
As it so happens, I do have some thrust modules, but they're expensive. 500 caps worth of expensive.
Oh, God.
I can give you a console command for this.
Yeah, give me the command for caps.
It should be... I might have this by memory. Let me... player dot add item space...
Is it like
00000 F? And then like whatever the amount. Let me look it up real quick.
Oh yeah.
So you're back now.
About those thrust modules.
Still got them. 500 caps and they're yours.
All right, gimme.
Pleasure doing business with you.
All right. Well, let's go back. And...
Yep.
Into the hole.
Into the hole we go.
Got my big sword. Rebar. Concrete.
Have you found the components we discussed?
Yes.
Indeed you did. And they seem to be in excellent condition.
All right. Let's do it.
Yes. I'll tell Jason that the great journey can begin.
Okay, now we can go straight up to finish, but I mean, it's kind of interesting listening to them talk.
The great journey can begin.
Gather all. May the Creator guide my words and help me speak true. The Almighty Creator has seen fit to answer our prayers. The time has come.
And if you don't want to hear this, I'll tell you where to go.
That's fine.
In the great journey. Though it may seem that all humans despise us, the Creator has seen fit to instruct us differently.
Schmerling says, "Quick, kill them all while they're clustered together."
It would have been impossible if not for the intercession of two human friends. One new, the other a long, abiding companion. To our new friend, we say thanks, and promise never to forget how he cleared from our path the demons who sought to stay our journey. But to Chris, we owe more than thanks. Chris, you have made this great journey a reality. From this moment forward, you will be remembered as the saint of the great journey. We shall never forget you. I ask that you forgive us, Chris, and give us your blessing. And we bestow ours upon you. Seekers, board the rockets. Take your seats. The great journey awaits. To the promised land we go. To the far beyond.
Morning.
Yeah, I don't know if he's...
Hey.
I don't know if there's anything that he says at this point. I think you can talk to him and he'll start saying something about how upset he is. If not now, he'll definitely do it later.
Did
like he
you
ends
hear
up...
him?
Yeah.
My God, you were right all along. I'm no ghoul. They were just using me.
Yeah.
Weird options, you know? It's just like, no, like, that's just, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, because it's like, I mean, I would really like a different option. It's like, I don't know, I don't really agree with either of these, you know? It's just like...
There's certainly no putting your hand out as a fellow human, right? Like, welcome back to the fold, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of. I'm just gonna say you're pathetic.
Leave me alone. Everyone else does.
God.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like, okay, so, yeah, that's a feral ghoul. So just turn around. Go straight. Do not turn left, just go straight. Now this takes a hot minute. You just gotta go all the way back up to where you originally entered this sewer. So straight, right, straight, and left up the stairs, turn immediately around, through the door, up the steps again, to the left. You know what you could do? You could just do the walk through walls command here, the no clipping, but we're already close enough that it doesn't really matter. Because if you ever, yeah, I mean, if you don't, yeah, just go straight, right, up the steps. Yep. Yep, in that doorway. Left.
Am I going upstairs?
No, no, no. Turn around. The doorway. Door. Turn around. Turn right. Door. Turn right. That door. And click on the console.
Activate the launch button? Or navigation console?
No, the console. Activate launch button. And it'll freeze your camera here, and you'll watch this little sequence. Flight of the Valkyrie.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit! Well, that didn't seem to work. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
Liked by Novac. We're getting rid of the ghouls.
Yeah. You could have just killed them all, I think. But I think if you do that now, Novac gets angry at you.
Well, we could test real quick. Because I just did... So, let's go with... Uh-oh.
It's not that easy. I definitely wouldn't not play it because of that.
Oh, okay. So it says, the console seems to have something to do with the course plotted for the rockets, but you can't make heads or tail of how it works. Science 55 required.
Okay, well let's change that. Okay, so hold on.
Player, force, AV, science.
What are you doing?
So I just gave myself 100 science.
Okay, all right.
So I can say, set the rockets to crash into each other. Wow.
Let me see that. I want to see that because I actually haven't done that.
Well,
so
what happens if I do
yet.
examine navigation data further?
I'm still loading in to watch this.
So it says, examining the trajectories a little further, it looks like the computer is set to take a non-optimal route to the specified destination. You surmise with a minor alteration, you can plot a course that will take them about 12.5% closer to their intended destination. I'm not going to do that change. So, set the rockets to crash into one another. You want to see that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Let's see it. And you do lose karma.
Oh, yeah, I do. Activate launch button.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you lose karma for that, and that you probably gain karma for adjusting their trajectory. Well, I'll be quiet.
Whoa. Jeez. Right here. The one in lunch.
Yeah, so they're still alive, technically.
Oh, Goodspring, or, Novac still likes
Novac
me.
likes you.
We gotta go back over there.
You can't.
Are you sure?
I mean, if you want to waste your time doing that, I highly doubt that you can. You can't get into that area unless you turn off collision and you walk into there. And then, I mean, there's no guarantee that the NPCs will be outside of the rocket, and the rocket's not going to be in that location.
I'm going over there.
All right.
I mean, it would be shocking that you could not launch one of the rockets, and now there's no follow-up for the quest, right?
I don't think. I mean, I would be surprised if they're. I mean, I don't think you can interact with the rocket over there. No, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. The rocket's not there.
Where is Chris, though?
You want to go? Chris is in Novac at this point.
Oh, so where? Are you sure I can't look down here?
Yeah,
real
you
quick?
can't. You can. I mean, you know, do whatever you want. But oh, is it crashing again?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't want to go down there because the rocket isn't there. If you saw, the rockets were, you were underground in that room when they all got on the rockets, and then that's a platform that gets lifted up above.
They don't ever lift. They don't ever lower it back down.
No. Why would they? I don't think there's no follow up on any of this.
Well, let's do the thing where I make the rockets get a perfect trajectory or something. See what happens when I do that. Where am I? Oh, all right. Player? Force AV, Science 100. Okay. Examine the navigation data. I can get them 12.5% closer. Make the change. Ta-da! I've gained karma.
Yeah, I'm looking at the quest stages now. There's like, I mean, because you see how they're outside. You would have to go outside and then enable, disable collisions, and then you'd have to walk up straight to get up to there. I don't know if there's a physical pathway you can take to get up there.
One of the rockets still takes some crazy thing, though.
Right. It does that no matter what. But then you see that this closes, and yeah, I mean, I really don't think that there's any way to interact with anybody after this. This is the end, and this ends all interactions other than with Chris. You can go talk to Chris at this point, and he lives in Novac. Unfortunately, you have to go back inside to get out of here. You can't get out here, and if you do console commands to get out, I think it screws things up, so you have to turn around and go out the door.
So now, what ending do we want to this?
Oh, I don't think it has any major impact either way. I mean, because of the time, I would just say move on. But
because I'm thinking about killing him.
I mean, if you really want to do that, you can do that, but I don't think it's going to change anything.
Right. It's
not
going to change
your karma, that's all.
Well, yeah, nothing's changed. But I mean, we've done all this thing. We might as well pick an ending that we like.
All right. Well, it's up to you.
I'm thinking killing him.
All right.
Oh. Everyone in chat good with that? All right. They're gonna crash. Archiver says mutants get hacked. Da-da-dum.
Yeah, and I do think the karma system does reveal biases periodically, you know, as a karma system would. I mean,
yeah,
you know.
Wow.
But it's interesting that Novac, no matter what, I mean, as long as you get rid of the ghouls, that's their.
Yeah, they just want the ghouls
So,
gone.
Yeah, I mean, there are subtle things about this game I don't like, but overall, I mean, I still think that Obsidian did a really good job making this game, and I still have a lot of respect for the guys who made this. You know, the whole the faction reputation system is something I would like to see implemented in more games. Turn right, straight.
Yeah, Archiver points out how...
Open up the console. Open up the console. Type TCL and hit enter. All right, and just just go straight.
What's happening? Jeez.
Just go straight. Straight.
Oh my god.
Just keep going straight. All right, turn around. Okay, straight. There you go.
Okay.
And now you can fast travel back to Novac.
Let's get that guy to tell me the thing that I already found out from his terminal. To the dinosaur.
Welcome. Come on in.
You love that object system.
I like it. I enjoy it.
You have any luck with the ghouls? I'm counting on you.
The ghouls are gone. Did you hear the massive explosion?
Really? Unbelievable, man. I knew that wasn't gonna be easy. But I had a good feeling about you. You look like you've been through a lot.
Let's talk about something else.
Let's talk about something else.
thing.
Yeah, okay. Who are you?
I'm
Yeah,
Nipton. I'm on
okay.
security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, see ya.
Idolized? Wow. All I had to do was talk to this guy.
Welcome. Come on in.
I don't pick up objects because if you steal them, they all go all the people go ballistic, and like it's like you accidentally pocket an ashtray, and the entire town will want to murder you.
Yeah, well, an archiver was pointing out how, like, if you go to the correctional facility where the powder gangers are hanging out, if you kill a powder ganger, you get good karma. But then if you steal the stuff that, like, he had after he's dead, now you get bad karma.
Yeah, so it's they didn't work everything out. Like there are issues with it was an ambitious system, but you know they definitely didn't work out all the inconsistencies. And I just think that they were just there's no, I wouldn't read too much into. What are you trying to do now?
Oh, we're just going north.
Okay. It is 9 o'clock. I didn't know if you wanted to stop here. I can go a little longer if you want to make a little bit more headway, but I don't want to play too much more.
We'll just get to Boulder City and quit there.
Okay.
So, you know, I know tomorrow, you know, people are hanging out. You know, you might be with your family. You might not be with your family. I might stream some stuff tomorrow. Nothing serious. Just, you know, probably playing TF2, inviting any viewers who show up to come play with me. You know, just messing around, really. Let's see here. Archiver said, NCR did nothing wrong in regards to Bitter Springs. I don't know anything about Bitter Springs.
Oh, basically, quote-unquote massacre of a great Khan settlement, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is that what we're about to get up to in Boulder City?
No.
No, because there's a big Great Khan versus NCR standoff up ahead.
Yeah, that's in Boulder City, but that's not what we're dealing with here.
Okay.
They are there probably as a result of Bitter Springs, if I remember.
Hmm. What am I getting shot by? Oh, more vipers.
Bandits.
You like that?
All right. Let's go, ladies.
Strong female. Oh, look, they're all women.
I think the guy with the gun might not be a woman.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I might be assuming his gender.
Yeah. Definitely. A gender assumer.
You do not have God mode on, just so you know.
Yeah.
And you're messed up.
Yeah. All right. So what's the program that you use to install mods? Because apparently whatever I tried manually, like either some or not, or I don't know. I don't know what percentage of it worked.
Oh, okay.
Also, was I supposed to? I was probably
you have
supposed to open this game through the script extender.
Yeah, you have a few different options. There's Nexus Mod Manager, which is like the legacy mod manager. That's probably the most straightforward one to use if you don't feel like messing around with any of this. Then there's Mod Manager 2, or I'm sorry, Mod Organizer 2. That's what I use. I mean, I haven't played these games in a while, but I think I still have some installations and stuff set up with that.
Howdy there, partner.
That's a mighty fine guitar you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend. This here guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
Oh, that's a bummer.
When did your father leave?
Long time ago now. I never even knew him. Ma always said he was a mysterious fella, always traveling on in secret.
Wow. Oh, that's a
yeah?
bummer. I've heard about that with you guys.
So long.
Uh-oh. All right, yeah. Well, I mean, that's one way to get around it, you know? Of course, you're not really going to get around it, because as soon as you pocket that, he's going to find you.
Will he? What if I just bring him with me?
Okay, now he's not loaded anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe, potentially. So I'm curious to see if you pocket it now, if he'll come running after you.
I don't think he will.
Okay, do it. Turn around.
Let's go see him. I bet he's just sitting there still. Well, he might not be. Nope, there's the sign.
Yeah, so he's loaded in now. He'd be running out by now.
I got some mysterious music happening. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Howdy
I guess
there,
because you
partner.
didn't steal it in his presence.
That's a mighty fine guitar you got there.
Oh, this old thing? Why, thanks, friend.
He doesn't
This here
know.
guitar is just about the only thing my daddy left me.
Have you been playing long?
Just about my whole life. Ever since my daddy left Ma and me and went off to roam the wastes.
All right. Do. I'm bringing this guitar all the way to Boulder City.
All right.
Wherever that is.
Turn right. Just follow the road.
Excellent. Can I hit it? Oh, I can.
I don't think there's any damage that you can do to a lot of these. Yeah, most of the objects are not destructible.
This is
Although
a
there are a
strong
bunch
guitar.
of mods that add that in.
Oof.
I would not recommend installing those.
No,
on
that
your
seems like it'd be
system.
bad for stability.
Oh, it'd be terrible.
I bet I can walk up to people, steal this in front of them, and get them to attack me. Like, what if I steal it here? Hey, how's it going? Nothing.
No, because it depends on. No, you can't, because it depends on. The items are actually in the engine. They're tagged to belong to certain factions, and that item's not tagged to belong to the NCR or any factions in Boulder City, so it wouldn't really affect them.
No.
Yeah.
What if I just give it to him? There you go, buddy. Your new guitar. So, we are here because the Great Khans were said to have come up this way, ultimately.
Yeah.
Shoot the memorial? Oh, I hit the guy.
Yeah, you hit the guy.
See you later, Kowalski. All
right. Do you want to fit? I mean, you want to just goof off here, or are you gonna?
No, we're done.
Okay. All right. Do you want to summarize why we're here then, and then we'll call it?
Well, story-wise, we've gotten shot. We've gone after the guy who went and shot us. We also... and that's ultimately why we're here. The only other thing we did today was met the Legion, who we will be signing with in the long run. We met them at Nipton. They were talking all sorts of things about degeneracy while crucifying people and enslaving others. And it was this weird thing where, like, there were genuinely bad people who they were attacking, but at the same time, they were portrayed as bad, and, you know, like, the guy who we talked to, Boxcar, he's like, they thought, they were saying that we were bad people, and of course, they were. They were bad people. The Legion was correct in their assessment of the people who they were crucifying, the criminals, the crooks, and all that. Ultimately, we went up to, we're at Novac, and we helped them out there just for funsies, just to see what the ghouls were up to. We got rid of the ghouls for Novac. And we came up here because the guy who killed us, Benny, is in league with the Great Khans, and the Great Khans are going to be facing off with the NCR over here. We're going to get what info we can from them, or from this situation, and then we'll be on our way to New Vegas at the beginning of next week. You got anything to say?
Yeah. Just that, yeah, I mean, it's interesting how the ghouls are kind of portrayed as the non-whites or the minorities, and the humans are basically, in a sense, white people. And the ghouls had this notion in their head that the human, they had a right to, quote-unquote, use the humans as labor, because the humans were righting all the injustices that had been perpetrated against them, and that was interesting. So that's interesting that's in there, and the fact that the Legion is so hung up on degeneracy, I don't think is done by accident. They are supposed to be very, very brutal and very, very grotesque to most people, and be hung up on degeneracy, because that will inevitably blur those two concepts together. So basically, players will walk away from this in the long run thinking that anybody who talks about degeneracy and the things that the moral things and the immoral behaviors that the Legion talks about will be associated with things like crucifixion, things like burning mayors on a stack of tires in the middle of a town, beating people's legs, just, you know, these concepts will be intertwined in the player's mind from here on out. So yeah, I don't know if that was done on purpose. Maybe it was kind of like subconscious or something, I don't know, but I mean, it's definitely there, and it definitely sort of delegitimizes the issues people would take with the neoliberal paradigm of the NCR and this laissez-faire attitude of anything can go, prostitution is fine, you know. I don't know. I've stated my point, so I guess we can close it out here.
All right. Well, that's about it then with this. We'll be playing again next week. We'll be getting a lot more into the Legion, likely. And, you know, really once we get to talk to Caesar and... you know, this is where the Legion is going to present us with what they are in their own words. And that's going to be a big deal for us, and, you know, being able to analyze whether it makes any sense or whether it's harmful or all that stuff. But other than that, thanks for everyone for coming. Like I said, I will do probably just some for fun streaming tomorrow. I'll let you know what time on my Twitter. And, all right. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye-bye.